Hello students, today we will start page number 40 in the workbook. In this page, the first question is find the number of days passed between the following dates. Here question given April 24 to May 24. To find the number of days between these two dates, we need a calculation. To find these dates, I will show the calculation in a different page. Students see what I have done on that page. Here we have to find the days between April 24 to May 24. Students, we know that April has 30 days. So these 24 days we have to subtract from 30 days. So 30 minus 24, how many days are in April? 6 days. Now we need to take 1 May to 24 May. So 1 to 24 means 24 days. So total 6 days in the April and 24 days in the May month. So total how many days are in between two dates? 30 days. That means April 24 to May 24, there are 30 days in between that. That 30 days, the number you have to write in that page in the workbook. Now find out the second question. February 8 to May 8. This month, this year, the February is a leap year. That means it has 29 days. So this calculation we have to find. February 8th given. So 29 minus 8. February 21 days. March we know that there are 31 days. So March full 31 days. April we know that 30 days are there. So full 30 days in the April. And May we have to take 1 to 8. That means 8 days. So total 21 in the February plus March 31 plus April 30 plus May 8 days. Total 90 days are between February 8 to May 8. That 90 days you have to write in the box which has given in the page. Now see the third question. December 5 to January 4. December we know that 31 days are there. So we have to subtract 5 days from that. So 31 minus 5 equals 26 days. And January we have to take up to 4. That means 4 days. So 26 days from December and January 4 days. Total how many days are between December 5 to January? 30 days. That answer you have to write there. Now our fourth question is May 23 to July 20. May month we know that there are 31 days. Here date given 23. We have to subtract 23 days from May month. That means 31 minus 23. The May month we will get 8 days. Now June we know that there are 30 days. So June full 30 days and July we have to take up to 20. That means 1 to 20. So July month 20 days. So 8 days from May month, June 30 days and July 20 days. Total how many days are in between May 23 to July 20? 58 days. Total 58 days. Now last question in that work, in that exercise, that is July 29 to September 5. Students, we know that July has 31 days. 29 days we have to subtract. So 31 minus 29 equals 2 days. August full we have to take. That means 31 days in the August. And September we have to take 5 days only. That means up to September 5. So July 2 days, August 31 and September 5 days. Total how many days are in between July 29 to September 5? There are 38 days in this between these dates. That also answer you have to write there. Now we will move to the next heading of the workbook. Our next heading is write the following dates in short form. Students, when we were explaining the lesson from the textbook, we learned that how can we write the short form of the given date. Here first one given 6th December 1995. So that example they have showed 6 December means 12th month and 1995. That first one done. So you have to do the remaining questions. The second one is 30th May 1991. 30th you have to write 30. May means 5th month of the year and 1991. Third question also I will explain. 11th November 1994. 11th, that date you have to write first. November means the 11th month of the year, so write again 11 and 1994, you write full. In this way, the full exercise you have to complete in the workbook. I have done it. I have written all the answers. You just copy or understand and write. Now we will move to the next heading of this page. The next heading is write the following dates in word form or otherwise write in full form. Anyway, we can say. The first one they have done 26/1/1996. 26 is the date and 1 means January month 1996. So, two more questions I will explain. 3/8/1998. 3 means third, the date of that month. 8 means the August month, and 1998 you have to write the full. So you have to write 3rd August 1998. Now next is 11/3/2000. 11th, the date you have to write first. 3 means third month of the year means March, and you write 11th March 2000. In this way, the remaining questions you have to complete. Now we will move to the next page of this workbook, that is 41 page. Students, now we are moving to our last page of the workbook, that is the 41 about this lesson. The heading is write the exact date in the given space. The first one is 31st August 2010 and after 15 days from this date. After 15 days means that 31st August is the last date of that month. So we have to take 15 days after this month, that is September 15. So what is the date after 31st August? 15 September. Write the answer there. Now question 2 is 8th May 1995 before 11 days. 8th May means we can take only 7 days from the May month. That means 1 to 7. So 7 days May month and 4 days from the April. That means which are the dates from April? 27, 28, 29, 30. So what is the date coming after 11 days before the 8th May? Not after, before 11 days. 8th May is 27th April. Students, you write the answer in that given box. Now third question, 7th March 1993. After 25 days, 7th March. So 7th March we have to find. March has 31 days. So 31 minus 7 means we have to find that 24 days in March. Now one more day we have to take from April, that is 1st of April. So what is the 25 days after 7th March? 1st April. 1st April is coming after 25 days of 7th March. Now we are going to our question D or fourth question. 22nd December 1997. 11 days after 22nd December. So December, we know that there are 31 days in December. We have to subtract 22 days from December. So 31 minus 22 equals 9 days in December. Now how many days we have to take? 2 more days from January. So January 2nd is the 11 days after 22nd December. Students, try to understand that. Otherwise you have to rewind the video and once more listen the video. After 11 days from 22nd December is 2nd January. Now our fifth question. 9th January. Before 15 days of 9th January. So we have to take here 8 days in January only. 8 days from January and 7 days from December. 7 days December means we have to subtract 7 days from 31 days. That is 25th of December will be the 15 days before 9th January. Write the answer in the column. Now last question, 18th November 2040, 20 days before this. 20 days before means we have to take 18th November, 1 to 18, 18 days November and 20 days before that. So 17 days we have to take in November and 3 more days in the October. So 3 days in the October means 29, 30 and 31. So what is the exact date of 20 days after 18th November? 29th October. Now here we have given in this page some word problems. Now we will see what we have to do there. Now we are starting our word problem. The first question is, Deepshikha's office starts at 10 a.m. and closes at 6:30 p.m. How many hours is her office open for? This type of questions already we have done in the same lesson. We have to find the time duration between this time. That means between 10 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. So first we have to find the write the steps. What is the first step? Deepika's office starts at starting time of office 10 a.m. and office closes at 6:30 p.m. and we have to find the 10 a.m. to 12 noon, the time between. Now we are starting our word problem from page number 41 workbook. What is the first question given here? See that Deepshikha's office starts at 10 a.m. and closes at 6:30 p.m. How many hours is her office open for? Students, we have to find the time between 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. The first step to find out the time is you write the starting time of the office, that is 10 a.m. Closing time of the office is 6:30 p.m. Now we are going to find out the time between these two times. That is 10 a.m. to 12 noon you have to first find. That is 10 to 12 noon is 2 hours. Then 12 noon to 6 p.m. we know that there are 6 hours, and 6 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. is 30 minutes. So total how many hours the office will work? 2 plus 6 plus 30 minutes. That means total 8 hours and 30 minutes. These questions you copy from the text workbook page number 41 and answer also. That means the solution of these questions I have given in this page, you copy the solutions. Students, now we are moving to our second question. Second question is, an IPL match starts at 8 p.m. and lasts for 3 hours 30 minutes. At what time the match gets over? This also we have to first write the starting time of the match. Starting time is 8 p.m. and it lasts for 3 hours 30 minutes more. That means we have to add 3 hours 30 minutes along with this 8 p.m. It is very easy. 8 p.m. plus 3 hours 30 minutes equals the match will end at 11:30 p.m. This also solution you copy from this page. Now we will see what is the third question. Salman Khan's terror movie Sultan is 2 hours 50 minutes long. If its show starts at 2:55 p.m. then at what time it gets over? The duration, that means the length of the movie is 2 hours 50 minutes. And what time the show starts? The show started at 2:55 p.m. This answer also, but how we have done the second question's answer? The same way. From 2:50 the duration time, that means 2:50 we have to add with the 2:55 p.m. So you write the answer, the length of the movie equals 2 hours 50 minutes and the show started at 2 hours 55 minutes p.m. So we have to add the 2 hours 50 minutes along with this p.m. time. So 2:55 plus 2 hours 50 minutes equals total time is 4 hours 105 minutes. Students, we know that there is no 105 minutes. So these minutes we have to convert to hour and minutes. 105 minutes equals 1 hour and 35 minutes. That 1 hour we have to add along with this 4 hours. So total how many hours? Sorry, what time? 5 hour 45 p.m. So the show will ends at 5 and 45 p.m. 5:45. We have completed 3 questions. Now we are starting the fourth one. The fourth question is, Sri Shakti Express leaves from New Delhi at 5:30 p.m. on Monday and reaches Sri Mata Vaishno Devi Khatra on Tuesday 5 a.m. How long does the train take to reach Khatra? For this, find the time the train travelled between New Delhi to Khatra. We have to find the time between these places. How much time the train took? It started its journey on Monday 5:30 p.m. That means in the evening time. and it reached 5 a.m. That means the next day morning 5 a.m. it reached at Vaishno Devi, Khatra. The time we have to first find out from 5:30 p.m. to 12 midnight. It is 5 hours and 30 minutes. Now, then time from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. Tuesday morning is 5 hours. So how many hours it took from Delhi to Khatra? 5 hours 30 minutes plus 5 hours. That means total 10 hours 30 minutes the train took to complete his journey. Now we will move to the next question. It is a birth date of two children given, Mohit and Rohit. Mohit was born on 30th May 1991 and Rohit was born on 6th December 1995. Here the question is, who is younger? What is the difference in their birth dates by years, months and dates? So here we have to find who is younger. As Mohit born on 1991, Rohit born later. He born on 1995. So who will be younger? Rohit will be younger because he born on 1995. Now we have to find their years. How can we find the difference in their years? Subtract the 1995, subtract Mohit's date of year from Rohit year, that is 1995 minus 1991. 4 years difference is there. So how many years difference are both of them have? They have 4 years difference in years. Now we have to find the difference in their months. Here Mohit born on May month and Rohit born on December. So count the months between May and December. From May 30th, that means the last of the May he born. So May we can leave. So June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So from subtracting December minus May, there will be 7 months between these two birth months. So there are 7 months difference in their birth dates. Now we have to find the days. How many days they have difference in their births? Students, we know that in question Mohit born on 30th May and Rohit born on 6th December. So we have to take the number from how many days in May month, how many days in June, July, all these months we have to find. May 30th he born, so 1 day in May month. June we know that there are 30 days, July 31 days, August 31 days, September 30 days, October 31, November 30 and December he born on 6th. So 1 to 6, 6 days in December. Total we are getting 190 days. So how many days difference they have? They have difference in the dates of 190 days. So now we have completed most of the word problems. Next day we will move to the next lesson, our 5th lesson in maths.